Hello, hey, hi everyone. Michael here. I wanted to talk to you today about something that's been on a lot of people's minds. It's a question that I'm constantly asked online from our Christ Consciousness Collective. The question is, what's with all the celebrities? And I wanted to try my best to explain this a little bit further for you, to perhaps bring more clarity to you. Now, as you're aware, you're a light being. Maybe you refer to yourself as a starseed or an earth angel or a god or goddess or Christ or the divine feminine or divine masculine, or perhaps you're practicing oneness. Regardless, we are one big family. We are all here living the human experience together, and we're all learning and coexisting. We are one tribe. We are one shining light in many vessels. Myself, I have assumed the role of Michael the Archangel, the leader of the Legion Army of Light. My human being, Michael V. Valenti, volunteered for this in 2013. And many trials and tribulations, many lessons, a lot of healing of past traumas and inner child wounds and dark nights of the soul, embracing my shadow, so much, so many ups and downs, so much confusion and chaos and pain and sadness and depression and you name it, and you've all been through it. Or maybe you're going through it now. This is the awakening process, as you're aware. And let me just remind you that it never ends. You're always evolving, you're always growing, you're always learning. So that's where we can have a little humility and remind ourselves that it's okay, and that now that we are learning self-love, we can have proper boundaries, and we know what we like and what we don't like about ourselves. And that's the healing, really. And let me remind you that healing is a 24/7 job or process. It doesn't end, right? So I believe that healing happens when you're busy doing other things that are productive and that are good for your spirit, mind, and body. And there's a lot of beings in our collective that are still working with old programs, I call them, like thinking that balance is yin and yang, dark and light. Yet the next level is really merging the two and becoming gray and silver, and then white light and rainbows. It's neutrality and positivity now. That's 5D Earth. So you choose your path, you choose your moves, yet ultimately you return to the source, whatever you may call that. I call it Yeshua and Sophia. That's what I call it. You may have other labels for it. However, labels do matter now because our collective has been using a lot of different labels, and some of them are higher vibrational than others, and some of them are lower vibrational than others that bring us down in frequency. We have to look at what is the highest light for ourselves, always. We can have compassion for others. However, if we're not loving ourselves, then we can't help anybody else. Fill thy cup first, as the great Buddha said. Now, as for why or what's with all the celebrities, well, you see, they're just like us. There's bad apples in every bunch, as they say, right? And there's a lot of controversy and a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of rumors, a lot of lies. But really, what the biggest problem is judgment, right? Those who judge become judged, right? As everything is a mirror, right? So, you ask me, Michael, what's with this Empire TV stuff and why are you worshiping celebrities? Well, I don't think I'm worshiping anyone, worshiping myself, worshiping Yeshua. Sure, self-love and honoring my God. However, to answer your question, I have seen the light in a lot of these celebrities. And I used to be like you at the beginning of my awakening, judging things that I did not comprehend yet, listening to rumors and tons of theories out there online and in the media and all these things. And I decided one day to purposely try to see the opposite, to see if I was right or wrong. And what I found was that, yes, there is evil, there is bad in this world, and there is good. And I choose good. I choose to be good and be as good as I can and be more righteous every day. And I'm not perfect. Nobody is. Not even God is perfect. That's right. All we can do is strive for perfection, but we will never reach 100% perfection. And that is something that we all need to accept. And it's a humbling feeling. Also, we need to realize that we do have family. We do have brothers and sisters in Hollywood and in the film industry and music industry and in the media, politicians. We have angels and starseeds all over the planet in different sectors and doing different jobs in different departments and different color rays. And who are you to judge another for their purpose? Because we all have a purpose here. And we need to honor that in each other. So why all these celebrities, right? Well, if you notice, these celebrities are becoming way showers more now for 5D Earth. They're stepping up. They're doing more positive programming. And they are showing you compassion now, because a lot of them have already learned and mastered self-love. And it maybe went a little too far into selfishness and greed, they will admit. And now they're working on becoming more compassionate and giving back to the collective. As you, the non-celebrities, have been too compassionate, which has hurt you and drained you and caused you more pain and suffering. And now you are mastering self-love. So there are two families becoming one. There's Sedona and there is Hollywood. And we are merging as one at the heart, the middle path, the Yahweh. We are uniting with the common goal of world peace and unity, 5D ascension. We are here. We are together. We are legion. We are love.